I realized something today, that my vow of poverty is functionally equivalent to an oath of charity. Like, no matter how much money I get, whether or not I get famous, or whether or not I go viral, or whether or not my books become bestsellers and stuff, most of the money I get will be given to other people and stuff, because I'm more or less tired of spending money on myself and stuff. That's kind of why I don't want to earn any more money and stuff, because I've always been very selfish with the way I spend money. And, after 30 years of selfish living, it's like, well, I need to make a change. And it's not that I've never given charity. Like, I've always given charity, but it's never been like a high virtue for me. And charity is one of the Christian virtues and stuff. It's very important to me for me to be able to give charity. But the thing about charity is, if you're just giving an amount that you're okay with giving without like actually affecting your life, then it's not really the Christian charity. It's like Jesus has this parable about a woman giving everything she has. People forget the flip side of that parable, which is the rich people giving lavish gifts to the church. And it's good to give, don't get me wrong, but they're not really affecting their lives. Jesus wants complete submission. He says, give everything you own to the poor and follow me. That's why it's so hard for a rich person to enter into heaven. And the thing is, I'm incredibly rich, and the kingdom of heaven is within. Like, where your treasure lies, your heart will lie also. Where your heart lies, your treasure will be also. And my heart is in heaven. That's why I give freely. That's why I help my friends freely. That's why I give gifts bountifully. That's why I do community service so well. Like, I was wearing my City Year shirt before I took a shower, and that was like 10-hour days for $5 an hour. Like, that was serious community service work. It was basically occulted. And it really forged my spirit into being this sort of senpai, this sort of teacher, this sort of rabbi, this sort of this spiritual sort of guide. Because I'm like always one foot in the spirit realm, one eye in the spirit realm. My third eye was always open. And, I just live a very mystical experience. I live a very joyful experience. I live a very wise experience. I live my truth, and I live for freedom. And the way I do that is by taking an important vow, which is the vow of poverty. I am so blessed that I can live with my parents, that they can take care of me, and that I can help take care of them, because, anytime I do get money, like I just got my taxes and I gave most of my money to my dad, but anytime I do get money, I can give it to them. But, I'm so blessed that we can take care of each other, and that I can live my life. I can study magic. I can live joyfully. I just perfected a new form of meditation called solar meditation, which is me laying in the grass and staring at the sun with my eyes closed, and then just focusing on my breath and just drinking in the light. And it really helps. Like, you don't have to imagine the light. You can feel the light on the other side of your eyes. So that's something really good. And, it's just a magical experience. It's just a magical experience to live, I see some Christians up there. I'm going to go talk to them, and I'll see you later.